So here I am, live with you guys. It took me a little bit longer to get done with all the things I needed to finish here, mainly because somebody did not really want to sleep, and I'm not really sure if she is asleep. So that will be interesting. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm here with a Squiggly, I call it, and this is a fun one. And I hope some of you will be joining me. I know most people are busy with the Christmas. But maybe there's some that are not busy with Christmas and would like to have a little bit of coloring fun here with me. And I'm looking forward to color this one. I enjoyed very much drawing it, and now I'll see what happens when I color it. My daughter was very disappointed that we were not making the first draw of the lottery today, that I had said that it would be the first draw on the 27th and not today. But that was more or less because I didn't know how many and how fast people would enter their books and all that. You will have to check the pin post. If you missed some days in the epic Christmas giveaway, there will be an epic Christmas giveaway book lottery where you have a chance to enter all the books that you missed, and we will draw some winners so that you get those books that you missed, some of you, and you can enter all of them. Either write the name of the book or the date that it was on for, or both. Both is very nice. That's perfect. And then I will put your name in a bowl, and as you can see, I already added quite a few names in this bowl. We might have to go for a bigger one because this is just of this afternoon. So I'm betting that there will be way more. So get in there if you are thinking, oh, darn, I missed that day, or I missed a few days. The only requirement to be able to be eligible to enter that book lottery is that you have at least been in on the Epic Christmas giveaway for one day. So if you haven't had one book in the Epic Christmas giveaway at all, then you're not eligible to enter this, because this is for the books that you missed or if you got in late on the giveaway. So I hope lots of you will enter. There will be lots of fun these days, and my girl will be drawing some winners. Not today, as I told her, and she's a bit upset about that. I think that's why she's having trouble sleeping, because she wanted to really pick some winners, but it's too late, and now we are focusing on the sleep. So it's not going to happen. Once I say no, it's no. So I'm ready to begin. I should go and share this around, so maybe some others will want to join us in coloring or want to get this page. You can get it for free. There's a link in the description, and it is set on my PayHip to 0+, which means that if you like what I do and you can afford it, you can give me a small tip so that I can keep going and be able to keep working and making videos and drawings. But the reason that it is set at 0+ is because I want also those who cannot afford it, who are not financially able to contribute, to also be able to participate in this coloring. So that is why I do that. So I'm just gonna leave you for 2 minutes to share this video, and if I would really appreciate it if you want to share, but just don't share too much. Just share like to 1 or 2 places. We don't want everybody ending up in Facebook prison for sharing too much, because that's not good either. So yeah, 1 or 2 places, that would be perfect. So please feel free to share. I'm gonna be back in 2 minutes time. So that is it I shared. And I'm back with you guys, and I hope you're ready to color with me. And I was thinking a little bit of which markers to be using, and I wasn't really sure. And I was thinking maybe I'll try the style file markers. They're really nice. And I'm just gonna get them, and then we're gonna be playing with them. So, because it's nice to try different markers when you're doing stuff. So I'm gonna go for these. They're really nice to work with too. So we're gonna go for the style file ones. The ones with this, they have like a felt tip, and they have a broad chisel tip. But they have another version here where you have a brush tip. You see, this is more like a brush, and on the other one you have like a broad tip as well. So that's sort of how these are. The gray ones are with the brush, and the other ones are with a fine felt tip. And they're very good. Often they have like, you can buy them in open stock, or you can buy sets. I was actually given these sets by Viking, the company. They gave me these style file markers. I have to admit that I had quite a lot of them before. So they were very adamant that I just give them, you know, an honest review. If I don't like them, I say I don't like them. But I guess they already knew I liked them because I already bought a lot of them. So anyways, we're going to be trying them out, and I want to try this color. I have made a review on them, and I have talked about them at length in my, both on the blog, Global Doodle Gems, and on a video in my YouTube channel. And I want to go with this color, mainly because it looks pretty nice. It says up here, you know, in the end, they have the name and they have a number, and they're really neat. I want to start down here, and this is a very dark violet. Not at all anything like, it's not like the color on the tip, but it's a beautiful color. Very dark violet. I like that. Very pretty. I'm gonna go for that. I think I'm gonna go for maybe to use a few different colors on this. I haven't quite decided on my color scheme yet. I'm still evaluating what I like the best for it right now. I think I'll probably go with a couple of purples maybe, and then I think I'm gonna go with, I don't know, maybe some orange. I like orange and purple. They have nice contrast. So I like those. But I'm not quite sure. It might change. So I like this. I had a great evening yesterday. I was in the kitchen cooking for 2 days, 2 full days, in order to get done with all the food. The food was a great success. My friends were really, really happy, and they thought it was a really nice food. My daughter was totally excited because she finally got to give me all the beautiful presents that she bought for me and made as well. And I got some really awesome presents from her. She's great at finding just the things that I like. So that's pretty cool. And I think she was more excited about giving me my presents because she was so proud of everything that she found than she was about opening her own presents. But we both had a great evening, and our friends had a great evening. And it was a big success. Got very late. And I had a lot more than my usual 1 or 2 glasses of red wine. So I was slightly tired this morning, just a little bit. I don't really get hungover, but I was a little bit tired. But it was also late, of course, so yeah. But late is nothing new for me. So yeah, but it was very, very nice. Very cozy evening, and the food was great, and the company was great. So yeah, altogether, it was probably the best Christmas evening I've had for the past 7 years. So that's really good, because the other years I've sort of ended up crying because I felt a little bit lonely. But I didn't yesterday, so that is brilliant and great, and I was happy. So yeah, let's see. This is also why I made the epic giveaway, because I know some people do spend Christmas alone, and then it's nice to maybe have something else to think about or focus on. That is gonna put them here, and I'll see. I'm gonna take this one. Looks like it says lavender. I like the sound of that, lavender. Oh, but I think that's a little bit dark too. So these are usually darker than the color on the tip, I think, you know? That's how I see them, as a bit darker. They might get a little bit lighter when they dry up, but they're really nice to color with. Hi, nice to see you all. I haven't even followed the comments because I just got right into coloring straight away. I was so excited. So yeah, I just started with that. So hi all of you. You couldn't get it to download. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll have to look if there's something. Oh, I'll have to look at that link, because I know that a few have downloaded it. Otherwise, I'll have to send it to you. If you want it right away, I can sort of make a little break, Heather, and get it to you. I could maybe Kimberly, the other one that was able to download it. It only shows, but maybe try to reload the page. It should be there. That's odd. But let me know if you reload, if it then comes up. I hope it. I put the wrong link. I'm sorry. I put the wrong link. I'm gonna put the right link in. I'm really sorry. It was because I copy pasted. Oh my God. I will have to fix that. I don't think I can fix it while I'm on. I don't know if I can fix it while I'm on. It's because I copy pasted from the coming through, I think. I will just see if I can find it. Sorry. Let's see if I can find it. The right link, and then I will put it in the comments at least. Sorry, it's just strange. Oh, maybe I was too tired. Maybe I copied the wrong one. Let me see. So I also added some new books in there. On my page, I added quite a lot in there. I've been busy. Well, I'm always busy. So here we have Squiggly, share, embed. So far I can see 17 have it. So let's see what I'm copying here. The link, and I'm coming into you guys, and I'm just gonna put it here in the comments. There you go. Oh, Melissa, thank you. You already did it. Thank you. Well, now the right link should at least be on the comments. I don't know if it was. Oh, thank you. That is nice to hear. There's a lot to see in there on the pay hip. So there will be a lot of stuff. I'm trying to add books every day now so that all of them in the end will be up there. And I will also be putting the midnight and the glowing, the black background ones up there for those who go and have it printed in a print shop, because printing those at home would just kill the ink in your printer and be far too expensive in the end. But some people do go to a print shop, and there it's the same price no matter how much black there's in it. So it can be done. But I will write like a little comment if it is a midnight or glowing edition, where I will write that it's not recommended that you use your home printer unless you got unlimited amounts of black ink. But still also the professional results are better, because with all the black it's difficult to get just as good results on a home printer with that much black background to get it really even and good. So yeah, this is actually, I think this, I mean, I can see it's a bit lighter when you see it right next to the other one, but otherwise I think it is quite fair. So there's another one here that looks very light, and it says pale blue violet. Now I'm gonna see how dark that one is. I want to know how dark it is, because I was a little bit like, I don't think that but maybe, you know, it will dry up a little bit lighter, I hope. And of course I forgot some spots here. Well, this is a lighter one. This is more what I was seeing on the top with the other one. Let me see here. I missed a spot there. I have to go back there and go on with that. That sounds great. I like, you know, I have like I have a lot of posters and canvases on my Redbubble shop, and they are also the cheapest way to get my posters is to take the ones, buy them off my PayHip, and then have them printed at a place where they can print them that big, or print them in poster mode on your home printer, if it can do that. Because I do that at home sometimes, but usually I have them printed big at a professional place, because it's just a better result. But it is cheaper to get the PDF, and I think now here in Denmark it's very expensive to have things printed at the professional places. But that's not the case in other countries. It's just here that they are lame about it, the pricing. So now I have this, and I want to go into some orange. And I can see that I have one orange here, so I'm going to go for that one. I don't know. I'm going to go here with this orange. That's a nice, it's almost red. It's a very dark orange. So they seem to all be very dark to begin with. But they do brighten up after drying. I can see that they're getting lighter in the color. So there's a process there. It's also very good inks. And they are definitely contenders on the market of, I mean, I like them because I like the tips a lot. The tips are very nice to work with. I prefer those tight felt tips, the fine felt tips, not the brushes. Well, I like the brushes too, but not the same way, not as much as I like the other ones, because I don't like the softness on the brush. And yeah, so we're just gonna dig in here and get some orange going. Hi, Kimi, nice to see you. Have a great Christmas dinner. It's nice to be out of the hospital a little bit. Merry Christmas to you, and have a great Christmas dinner. And you too, a Happy New Year as well. And hopefully we'll see you soon again. And enjoy that Christmas dinner. It's important to do that. So I'm gonna go here, I think, with this. I think it's gonna be pretty with these colors. It'll be fun. I might have to use some of my other markers as well, because there's only 2 oranges here as I see in this with this tips, but there's also orange, and I have the brush tips where there's also an orange, so I might just use that instead to get, to try to get to test the colors in this one. And there we go. I think it's a very nice combination. I like purple and orange as contrasts. So I might go for trying if I can get some magenta or some lime as well in there. I like those too. That would be nice, 4 different colors to have for this, I think. But it would be fun. And this one, I think it has 10 arms. I think so, because my daughter requested that there were 10 arms on each side. So it's, 20 in total. Yeah. Which is kind of funny. I saw a crazy video with a squid today that was pressing itself through a little tiny hole that was just so tiny, and you wouldn't believe how it could just squiggle through like that. It was like crazy. Pretty impressive. But I guess some of you also, bye-bye, Kimmy. I guess some of you must have seen that clip because it's circulating on Facebook. So now I'm going to go for this one. So this one is the 212, and there is one between. So I think I'm going to go for this one that's called 214 here, orange. So, I wanted to go in and continue that one here, so that we're getting around, and opening up our areas. And so I'm going to go with this one. This is the brush, so now I'll see how it compares. It's even darker when it comes on, but it might be lighter because I see it lightens up a lot. Well, the brush is really nice to work with as well here. Really beautiful. So yeah, I don't know if I prefer the other one. I think I like them equally. I like these pens a lot. Especially because they often have that 2 for the price of 1, so you can build it bit by bit. If you can't buy like a full set, I can't do that. So I was building them, and then they asked me if I wanted to do a review, and they gave me these 2 sets, which was pretty awesome. So I was happy with that, because it would have taken a long time before I would have had a full set at the rate that I was able to purchase them in. Then my first ones would probably have dried up or been used up before I even got halfway through to getting the set. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So then we have this. So yeah, we were having a very relaxed day. Victoria was playing with all her presents and just being generally happy. And I was trying to catch up and get some stuff done with my blog as well, where I was making some new food. It was the last contest. There's a weekly contest called Steamed Iron Chef that I'm participating in. And this was the last week of the first round of 2017. So I made my entry today. Yeah, I cooked the food yesterday. I was cooking the Christmas food. And it was a variation, like a deconstruction of the traditional Christmas plate. I just had an emphasis on some other things and how it normally is for the traditional one. So that was pretty neat, and I had a good time with that. You see, I forgot to put one of the purples in these ones. Yeah. Let me see that. The lighter one, I forgot. So yeah, it was pretty nice. So I got that entry made and sorted all the pictures and made them a little bit prettier. And sometimes that's why there's so much food styling going on when they make cooking books, because sometimes the pictures don't turn out as deliciously looking as the food was. So I usually edit a bit on the lighting or contrast or something like that to make it look a little bit less dull, because sometimes food pictures can look a little bit dull, and my food was very like brownish. So I edited that a little bit to make it prettier. It was a really awesome dish with lots of good stuff in it. So now I'll just have to wait and see what happens. If my dish will be appreciated or not, if I will win or not. I have this feeling that sometimes that there's this preference to vegan food. I'm not vegan, so I do put up everything, and I do eat a lot of meat, and I eat all kinds of meat. So I don't know if there is some preference to vegan or vegetarian. But anyways, I'll put up whatever I like. It's a food contest. Otherwise, it should have been called the vegan food contest if it was only for vegans. And it isn't that. There's other people that also put up meat and fish, and so that's okay. We'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing where it ends and where it leads. It's fun to be a part of the competition. It's fun to see the other people's entries. And I really enjoy that weekly challenge of getting a product and then you have to sort of just create something with it. This is a funny color, isn't it? This is sort of tangerine, it's called. It's a very darkish. Yeah. No, it's called terracotta. That's why it's like that. I didn't read it right. I just looked at the... Okay, I didn't read it right. My bad. I should have had that one in the browns when I fixed it, but I didn't read it right. So yeah, well, but it fits in with the color scheme anyway, so that's okay. Terracotta. I thought it said tangerine. Well, that just goes to show that you should never rely on your eyes in a long distance. I saw a T and I just immediately made an assumption that if it was a T, it was tangerine. Wow, how bad. There's a big difference between tangerine and terracotta, except for the fact that they both start with a T. Crazy me. So I got that in there. And I think I'm only going to be doing the 2 first colors of each color down here, and then the third will be up here. So I'm going to go for the next one, and I want to do some green. I want to do the yellow-green first, because I really like, that's the one that gets closer to lime. So I'm going to try this one out and see how it is, because I like that color a lot. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. And the style files, they're available at Viking. I did make some blog about it. I can maybe, I can repost it or something so you can see my review where I do the color swatching of almost all the colors, because I almost have all the colors. I'm only missing a few and some grays. They do have quite a huge range of grays, which is nice if you like to work in grays. One day maybe I should color a whole picture in grays, just grays, just to show that it can be done. And it can be done with pretty results as well. But anything can be done if you want to do it. It's just to do it. Do it, do it, do it. So yeah. I'm a little bit snotty again, of course. I think because there was so many cooking fumes and stuff in the kitchen yesterday, so I had to open the window because I don't have that thing that sucks out the cooking suction, I think it's called. I don't have that, so I needed to open the window a bit. But I was out there for a lot of hours, so I think I caught a little bit of a draft, but only a little bit snotty. So let's hope it doesn't develop into more than that. That would be annoying. Look, it's gonna be pretty. I think it's gonna be pretty. And now I'm gonna see. So remember to get in and post those books that you missed in my in the pinned post. You will be able to to post all the days up until New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve we will draw the final winners. So you will be able to post for some days, because I know that people are busy at this time of year and might not be home. They might be visiting with family or something. So you have a few days to make it in there and post the books you missed. Enter them in the comments. And it has to be in the comments on that post. And you can enter them separately, or you can post a comment with all of them. I prefer that they're entered separately, as that's easier for me when I am writing them down on pieces of paper for a better overview. And when I have read it and I have entered it, I've made a little handwritten note that goes in the big bowl for the drawer. Then, I will click the heart and I will make a little comment that I have entered it, so that you know. And if some of you experience that after, a whole day or 2 days, I still haven't, clicked that heart and said entered, it's because Facebook has chosen not to show me your comment. And then, of course, let me know if you are doubting that it's entered or not, because there might be some hitch with that. So far, I think I'm getting all of them, but it's just in case. And of course, do expect that it can be up to 24 hours before I actually. Why did I do that? That was wrong. Very wrong of me. I made a mistake. I'll have to do like a darker green on top of that, but it's not a big disaster. I can fix it with a darker green on top. It'll just be a little. I was just talking and I just continued because I like this color so much, so I don't want to stop coloring with it. It's such a nice color. It's really lovely color. I love working with that color. So we will fix it. And then we'll go here. That'll be very pretty. Yeah, that's nice. So, and I have this chill music. It's just very relaxing to have chilling music. What do you listen to when you color? Or do you at all listen to something, or do you watch movies or audiobooks? I like audiobooks. I used to do that a lot. There's a pale green, but I think we need the vivid green. I think I'm going to go for this vivid green first, and then hopefully that one will, yeah, that's cool. We're just going to, cover up where I messed up a bit. Yeah. So, yeah, normally, if I'm coloring or if I'm drawing, I'm either watching movies, which is kind of like audiobooks. That's why the new movies, the newer ones, they don't have a lot of dialogue. So they're very difficult to watch while I'm drawing because they don't talk a lot. There's just a lot of noise. And also they tend to make the movies sound like for cinema. And that's really annoying if you're watching it on the tele, because they sort of like, all of a sudden it's so loud that you have to put it down. And then when they start talking, it's so low that you can't hear them and you have to put it up again. I don't know if any of you have that experience, but it's really bugging me a lot. I'm getting so annoyed by it. So yeah, I hate that. It's a very annoying thing. So yeah, we have a green. This is lovely. I'm enjoying it. And we're building up our order of colors down there. I'll have to see if I can get them in the order that I ordered these sets in. They do come in these, when you have sets, they come in some nice cases that you can sort of have them gathered together in, which helps a lot. And they're sturdy like plastic, strong, sturdy plastic. A movie. Ah, yeah. But I used to also, like, a lot of time I would, hi Julie, Merry Christmas. I get you. Oh, that's great. I will be updating the ball is growing, so I'll be adding the book schedule. And I used to go to the library and get audio books. I know now you can get them on, there's apps where you can buy them and stuff, but I don't really like buying them. It's too expensive to buy them. Also because if you're sitting for so many hours, you go through them pretty quickly. So I usually borrow them in the library downstairs. Lucky to have one there. And that's why I would really love to do the coloring event down there and have a lot of people come. But if nobody wants to come for it, then there's no reason in having it in the first place, is there? Come on, Copenhagen! Get together and color with me. So yeah, maybe I'll go to that Viking store and ask if they want me to make an event in there. I know they were very interested in doing that before. So maybe we'll do that. So yeah, I think this is going pretty well. I am enjoying these markers. They're just right up my valley. I also like the Pro markers and the Shinhan Touch. They're also really nice. The Shinhan Touch are really expensive, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I do like them a lot. But these, they have some things that I like the sturdiness of the tip. And it's easy to control, and there's lots of beautiful colors. So, you know, you discover that with each set you have the new colors and things to explore in them. This is very neat. So I think that will be going up there, and then it will start to develop out there. It'll be awesome. So yeah, we're doing Mr. Squiggly. I think it's a Mr. Squiggly. I'm a little bit, yeah. You know, you might see something else. So that's cool. Then we have another one. This is one of the brush pens. I wanted to say that it says grass green. I want to see what the grass green is like. You can't find Mr. Squiggly. Here in the comments, there's a link to. He is on my PayHip. I will just post the link again. I think I already have it on the pasteboard. I think the link in the description is probably wrong. Sorry about that. But I just posted it, Tina. So yeah, here we are. And this one is not going in here. That's only going up here. So, and that's because I want to have 5 different colors. So there will only be 2 of each in the arms of this one. So here we go. This is pretty neat. I'm enjoying that. Mr. Squiggly. I should have had some paper for my nose because it's starting to run a bit. So I'll probably have to just see if I can find some paper in a second. Not nice to be snotty. And I'd just gotten rid of that nasty cough. Or, you know, almost gotten rid of. Yeah. But I guess that's just my lot in life, to always have colds during winter. But that's okay. I can live with that. There's a lot of things that are more difficult than having a cold, you know. So I'm not complaining. So now I want to try to have some magenta pinkish. And I think I'm gonna go with this one called 456 and hope it says vivid pink. Let's hope it's really vivid, because I love that. I think that one is gonna go down here. No, because I don't want to have two that are right next to each other there. So I'm gonna get it up here. It's gonna go on that one. And then the next one will go down there, I think. Or maybe not. We'll see what happens. It's pretty neat. Mr. Squiggly. Ah, you found it. That's great. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't. I will edit the link in the post afterwards, but I can't edit it while I'm live recording. I can't edit it before until after. So that's a little bit of a blooper. And I hope anybody watching it will figure it out or ask me here while I'm live. Then I'll just post the link again. I have it on my pasteboard, so it's not a problem to post it a few extra times. And when I'm done with the video and I can edit the post description, I will edit that and make it the right one, because that's pretty annoying to not be able to get it. And yeah, as you know, it's for free, and you can always add a tip in there if you feel like it. That will help me also keep going on being able to make videos and draw, because I also need to eat. So you just do that if you can. You don't have to do that every time or anything like that. Don't feel like obligated or anything like that. I will not, you know, I understand. I just want it to be accessible to everyone. And that's why I'm doing it like this. And of course, you know, the real deal will start when we start with the weirdies on the 1st of January. So with these here in between, I'm coloring here to begin with, is for me to get used to it, and for you guys to get used to it, and we sort of get acquainted, and I also have to see what pace I can sort of color in, how fast I can, because I'm not a very, you know, normally I'm very slow, because normally I don't color on a live video. I color little by little. I think I'm gonna go up here and do this one. I think that would be nice. So I'm practicing a bit too, so that we can get it to be even better when we get to the weirdies. And I really hope that we will also get some artists joining us in coloring the weirdies. That could be pretty neat, you know. Then they could show one of their books, maybe either before they color or after, maybe after they colored the weirdie. Let's say, yeah, after they colored the weirdie. But just one, because we don't want it to be too long a video. But you know, then they also might have the incentive to come back and color another weirdie to present another book. That could be fun. Maybe, you know, we'll discover some awesome new books, and yeah, that could be awesome fun for all of us. And then I think I'm gonna go with, this was 456. I'm gonna go with a 458 here. I don't know how close they are to each other in the colors, and this is the brush one. So we'll see how close they are. This one is definitely darker. I do have to say that I lay down the brush marker one way faster than I do with the other one. So That might be an incentive for me to practice a bit more with the brush markers, as it goes way faster for me to color with that. I think it'll be a very good result in the end, this one. This is pretty. Yeah, I like that. I'm just testing once in a while that I didn't miss a lot of comments because of this, when it doesn't scroll down automatically with the new comments. I don't know if there's some trick to that. That scrolling down thingy. So now we have to see. I think I'm actually going to do that pink here. I could, of course, do it down here, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll do it here. Down here. I'll do it down here. And then I'll have to figure out what the last color should be. I'm not quite. I think it'll be turquoise. I think turquoise would go good with what I've got going. Yeah, because I was really going to go for 4 colors, but I can see that I'll probably need one more. Then a turquoise could be pretty cool. Yeah, well, I used 3 purples to begin with. Then I went and used 3 oranges and then 3 kind of light greens. And now I'm on sort of pinkish magendas. Do you have the style files? Do you want to, I mean, I can write down the names afterwards, or I can just look at them quickly and tell you the names of the ones that I actually used. If you like that, Tine, let me know, and I will. I'll just have a look, and I can tell you the names of them and the numbers. The numbers are easier. Numbers are easier to just jot down than all those full long names. But it's nice when they have the names, because it gives you a little bit more of an idea, and you might also get a better memory of the color when you have a name to put on it. But I really do prefer that they have both a name and a number, so that I can make quick references as well. You're using Marco Raffines. They're really lovely too, and they're great quality for the price. I really like that you can get some good colored pencils that still have a good price point as well, because some of them are very heavy in the price department. My set is being used a lot here, and because they weren't as pricey as some of the other sets that I have, then my daughter is actually also enjoying that set a lot, because she gets to borrow them, but she takes very, very good care of them. So there's no, I mean, I should be able to borrow her more of my stuff, but I guess it's just a compulsive behavior when you have art materials, and yeah, I should be nicer on on borrowing out my stuff, but I'm not. It's the same thing if people, they sort of like reach out for a pen. I have lots of pens around my desk. Oh, that's great. I can put it up a little bit so you can see better the colors. So yeah, I just look at them like, that I'm in disbelief of them even reaching out for a pencil, and they're like, but I'm just gonna write a quick note. No, you're not. And my boyfriend actually laughed about that, and then he gave me some regular pens, some that you can just, he said, well, you can borrow these ones out. So I have some now that I can grab and give people without sitting and looking all weird. Looking at them like they just like insulted me grossly. So now I'm going to take, this is just the one that is a little bit darker than the other 3. They're actually going in sequence with the number codes. So I just want to see how close are they really. That's sort of why I'm doing it, because I want to see how they compared when they're supposed to be right next to each other. And I think with this one, I'm gonna continue here, but I'm not gonna, here I'm gonna ignore the lines because they're a little bit too tiny for me. So I'm just gonna ignore them. I always say that, you can ignore the lines. You don't have to be ruled by the lines. Just use them as little guides. And don't get upset if you make mistakes. It's okay. Mistakes are good. They can actually sometimes make a piece much more interesting. And often you will find that you're the only one who actually can see the mistake. So that's a nice challenge. If you have like a mistake in a pattern or something, and post it up and ask people to find the mistake, then you'll spend lots of time looking for it. So that's kind of funny. You can do that. And then you can see how quick they are in finding it. Some people have OCD, especially around patterns, so they will find it quickly. Otherwise, others will be looking and looking and will never be able to find it. So yeah, it's a fun little game. Make some mistakes on purpose, just to shake people up, shake things up a bit. Mistakes on purpose. You see that? I mean, it will dry up lighter, for sure. I can see it's already drying up lighter. But that's definitely nice 3 colors in a row if you're making a sequence. That's good. Yeah, she has 5 years on Victoria. But Victoria, yes, she's careful, but it will be a while before she's allowed to use everything. But she is very careful with it. So now I got that one. Now it's a turquoise thing I was thinking about. I can see that there is a turquoise here, and there's a darker peacock green there, and I have a mint green here. So I think I'm actually going to go for this turquoise, and then I think I'll go for the mint, and then maybe turquoise blue, because I don't want to have the too dark peacock green. I think that'll just be too dark for me. So that's what I'm going to go for. Maybe I should start with the lighter one, with the turquoise blue. I'm going to start with that one. That's a brush. So that one is going to go in here. That is pretty neat. It is almost very bluish, but it does have that hint of turquoise that I wanted. And mint green just sounds interesting. It's because I love after eights. Do you know that? After eights, they're so good. Chocolate and mint. Yeah. Why did I just get it? That was because it was called mint green. It doesn't take any more than the name mint green for me to start thinking about after eights. That's horrible, isn't it? I don't even have any, so that's the safe part. Then they won't disappear. That's the worst thing when I buy Nutella. It just disappears. And my poor girl, she doesn't get a lot. She gets a few like pieces of bread with it or a bun or something. And then all of a sudden that Nutella just simply disappeared. And it just keeps happening every time we buy it. There's somebody who goes to the kitchen in the evening and puts a spoon down in that Nutella and just kind of nom 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 nom. And it's amazing how fast a jar of Nutella can disappear. So it's a good thing that Nutella is very pricey here, because it means that I don't buy it as much. Otherwise it would be dangerous, I think. I would become the Nutella monster. This is funny. It is kind of funny to work with these brushes. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get that piece of paper now. for my nose. This is not fun. Yeah, that helps a little bit. So yeah, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting, I think. And then of course, once I'm through with the legs and I have all my colors down, then I'll just go back in sequence and fill him out up here, because then I already got all those arms done. And that helped a lot. Let's see. So I have to go upstairs here and make it. First we're gonna go here. Again, here I'm just ignoring the lines because I don't have the patience right now for those. They're too tiny like right now. And then I think, you know, here I'm done because then I'll go down there. So I think I will actually be going here. And here I'm not ignoring them. I'm doing the lines. So here we have this. It's going well. And I forgot one there. The last dot one here. Just gonna fix that. And then I'm actually gonna go in and use it here, because that will finish off nicely when I get on with that. It will fit in, I think. But I hope. We'll see if it does. In Germany, oh yeah. But you know, I'm in Copenhagen. It's not that easy to get there. It's easier when you're in Jutland. I wish I could go to Germany and do my shopping there, because there's so many things that they don't have those ridiculous taxes on that we have here in Denmark. It's just, you know, we have huge taxes on everything that we earn. And then on top of that, they put taxes on food and alcohol and everything is like overtaxed. And especially if it's good here, if it's unhealthy, they tax it even more with the excuse of them wanting us to be healthy. No, they just want to make more money. I mean, come on, we're not idiots. So yeah, I'm sick of all those taxes on everything. And then they cut on all costs all the time anyways. So that's pretty neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's some there. I do a lot of counting sometimes. I get even in the most devious ways. That's a good one. They're off limits. My daughter knows that too, and she'll warn her little friends if they go into my supplies. She'll say, no, that's mommy's. You can't touch it. Which is good. So here was that mint green, and I had this one. It was light turquoise. I think I'm gonna go in with the mint green and see what that one is like here. Mint green. I like the name. It is very turquoisey, I think. It's not a, I like it. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty. And it's happy colors also. It's happy, cheerful colors. It also makes you feel a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. I always like happy, bright colors. I think sometimes, you know, pretty pastels, they can be really pretty and you can have beautiful, beautiful coloring with them. But somehow if they're pale, I'm not as happy with it, or if they're grayish, or, but you know, that sort of also depends on one's mood on a given time, you know, when you want to do something, and a lot depends on what you are actually coloring, because it also has to fit with what you're coloring, you know, where patterns and weirdies and stuff like that, you can really use anything, because they don't make like sort of have a requirement of a color scheme where there are other, nothing has a requirement, but where there is others where it might be more fitting that you choose a different color scheme, you know, it might fit well, you know, with that. So yeah. Dawn. Even though she's an artist, you won't let her play with your thing. But it's okay. I mean, I really don't like, even if it's somebody adult, and I don't like them touching my materials. Yeah. It's leave them alone. Don't go there. Don't go there. So yeah. I'm gonna be doing this one here. It's actually pretty. And it also ties in, you know, with not having a blue, that I'm gonna do that in here. I think maybe I will just leave the inside one, the small one, leave it white just to bring it out a bit. I think I'm gonna go for that. I think I like that effect. That's police cars. So I'm gonna do that. But it's gonna look pretty. And then we have this here. And this big one here. But it's a nice contrast anyways, this one. It's a lot darker. I should probably have taken the other one first, but I thought, you know, I wanted a bit of contrast in between. Because I did know that this would be darker than the other one. I could see that already. Let me just remember this one. Yeah. So I'm thinking, you know, tomorrow my daughter is gonna go visit her friend. They're gonna come and pick her up at 11 in the morning. So I have a full day, and I'll see what I can get done tomorrow. But really, the most crappy thing is that I need to do the laundry. It's like something you don't really want to do, but you have to, because, you know, you have to like wear clean clothes. It is an awfully boring thing to do, laundry. And also, I have to go to the laundry basement, which is 3-4 floors down and up with everything. And I have some issues with my leg. There's a nerve that is caught in my, I don't know where it's caught, but it's caught and can't be uncaught. We can't fix it. So it really it's not very pleasant, because it feels like it's burning, constantly burning inside, especially if I strain it, if I walk on it, and up and down the stairs is a killer for it. So it's not very nice. I tend to try to avoid going down to wash, because it's such yeah, it's not so much fun to do. I wish I had like a, you know, like sort of like a washer dryer combo in the apartment. That would be really, really nice. That would be, I mean, that would really help a lot if I had that. Then it wouldn't be that like it gets so huge, because I had that in Spain, and I never had an issue with the laundry in Spain. But of course, I didn't have that issue with the leg. But it was also in the apartment, so you just washed, and I hung it out on the balcony, and it was dry in 20 minutes. Here it's like, oh, you also have to dry it, and it was also expensive. It's not cheap to use that laundry. So now I've been through all the colors. Okay, now it started non-rolling. So now I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna push this here. So now I'm gonna go with the purple. And going in here first. I think it's gonna be nice with those being white, so that there still is this contrast and gives it a little bit more. Oops. That one's just gonna be a little bit smaller than the other one. So oopses can be fixed usually easily. So that's that. I think it's gonna be a happy squiggly. A happy squiggly. So what am I gonna do with all these colored ones? We're gonna keep them in a portfolio, or well, I don't know. Now, since I haven't been thinking so much about the colors, most of them won't scan because some of the colors are too bright for scanning, but I can try to scan some of them. Maybe get them on some posters or something, I don't know. Maybe I can put them on some clothes or some bed linen, that could be funny. That could be funny, maybe. Now that I've colored them, I might as well also use them somewhere in my in one of my shops or something. Could do that. Could make some funny cards that people can send out, or maybe do a book with stories with them. I don't know. There's lots of things. I can come up with lots of ideas, but I also know that I don't have that much time. So sometimes I have ideas that I just can't do because I don't have time enough to be able to do it. So yeah, it's gonna be cool beans. And here I missed the one there. So I'm just gonna fix that right away, because otherwise when I get to this one next time I'll have forgotten it. So yeah, that's what I do. If I find something, I usually try to fix it right away, because I know that if I carry on in the naive hope that I will remember it, it will not happen. I know that. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry on through here. This is gonna be pretty neat. I'm gonna be happy with it, I think. Then I just put it at the end so that I know, you know, I take from one end, bum, 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 bum. Well, anyways, oh, that's neat to be assured. They're not cheaply replaced. They are not cheaply replaced. When you have a good collection, you're talking thousands and thousands. And especially if you've been collecting for a long time, then we are talking thousands for a good collection. That's you're definitely right to get them insured, I think. So here we have this one. It's going to be cool. I've been having this budding migraine for a couple of days. Sort of comes and goes. And I think it might be because I spend sometimes too much time on the computer, looking at the screen, working on it. I have to probably try to cut up my screen time a bit, for a while at least, so that I can stop having these budding migraines. It might help. Because the last 3 days it's been really like coming and going. Yesterday again, while I was cooking dinner, all of a sudden it was like, ooh, that's annoying. And the day before I had it like almost the whole day. And now I feel it a little bit coming on again. So maybe I should try to, well, if I'm going to be washing, then I'll be feeling all other parts of my body tomorrow, won't I? So then I won't be looking at the screen, but I will still be looking at the screen for some time. And I am going to try to see if I find a new one to color tomorrow, and I will put it up tonight on PayHip so that it's there. And also, if you're in there, remember to grab the previous ones, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep them in there. After the coloring has taken place, I might just, you know, like begin to take them out, or not put them for free anymore, you know, like change them so that they are paid. But you know, the first 24 hours or before the coloring, it will be for free, maybe a day before and a day after, and then that's it. Then I should put it at the price, you know. That could be. I have to think about what I'm gonna do there, because I can't just have like hundreds of them lying there, because then somebody will come and grab all of them and make a book or something with them, which would not be really cool. I mean, there's copyright, of course, you know, but a lot of people don't care about the copyright, and they just do whatever they feel like. And of course, you cannot guard yourself, as I said before, you can't guard yourself against it. It happens. And that's the risk that you have to take when you're doing this. You know, you have to run that risk, you know. And it's okay. I mean, I want to do this, so I'll have to be willing to take that risk. Take the chance of it. So yeah, I think it's developing nicely. I like the way this is going. I think it'll be pretty. So we're going for the third purple, the lightest purple of the three purples. And I think I will be adding this up here. You know, I have to move on to other sections as well. And then it'll be in here. This is very pretty. Very pretty color also. Yeah, this is neat. Oops, now I did that one. That's because it's much bigger than the others. So yeah, that one will have it. And the last one then maybe also, but the smaller ones won't. So that's it, another blue beam. Oops. So you see, but since I continued it on the other sides, then it will look like it wasn't an oops. So it's only me who knows it's an oops, and you guys. Oh yeah, I did a public oops. Well, I've done lots of public oopses, so I will survive. So yeah, this is pretty. It's annoying that I'm snotty. But you should have, the duck, the sauce I made for that duck, it was just like, it was so good. It was so good. Really beautiful. It's like cream sauce with the duck taste. It's just like, it's like sinful, heavenly sinful. And my friend, she actually made a pork roast. So we did have pork roast as well, because she made it. So that was pretty neat as well. And I made caramel potatoes, brown potatoes, we call it in Denmark. And it's sort of really a Christmas thing. You melt sugar on a pan and you add a little bit of butter, and then you put like your peeled potatoes in it and let them sort of, you know, get the caramel. I love that. But it's so funny because it's just sugar, it's caramel. But my daughter doesn't like it. It's so weird. I mean, kids are weird. Kids are really weird. So I think I'm gonna do this one here. And I think I'm gonna go here. This one. I know this might seem a little bit weird going that way, but I like it. So, yeah. So that was this one here. And I'm gonna go over here. This one. And let's remember that one. And we are far from done with this lovely light one. It's a really beautiful color. Really lovely color, I think. So we're on to the oranges again. You don't like brown potatoes either? I mean, it's my favorite. I mean, for Christmas, I don't touch the white potatoes because, I mean, brown potatoes, caramelized potatoes, why would you? That's mine. That's my thing. I really love them. I always did. So, yeah. But I mean, there was also one of my friends that was there yesterday. He said, no, when he was a child, he didn't like the brown potatoes either. But now as a grown-up, he does. But as a child, he didn't. So, yeah, I guess it's just like that. But also, I mean, my daughter doesn't eat sauce. She doesn't eat butter. I mean, there's a lot of things that she don't eat. A lot of good things, you know. But yeah, she likes rice, white rice with nothing, basmati rice. She thinks that's a lovely, lovely thing to have for dinner. She likes pasta with nothing. So yeah, you know, we're all different and have different tastes. And I think, you know, it will develop. She goes to the kitchen with me a lot. So even if she doesn't eat it now, I think, you know, at a later point, she will be inspired and she will start trying things out more. It's like that with kids, you know. She'll get there. It's just taking a little while. This is turning out pretty neatly. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. I think I will start this one here. You know, just to get started on that section. It's gonna be. I mean, it's pretty intricate up here with the upper part. So yeah, okay. Thank you. So yeah, it's developing, and my yeah, that's good. And we were talking, my friend and me, yesterday that we should make some more dinners together. Because he's always sitting alone, and our other friend, he's also sitting alone, and the girl who was here, she's also sitting alone. So like, all of us are often sitting alone. And then it might be nice to make some nice dinners where, you know, like maybe once a month, I could make some nice food. Like I said, you know, I suggested that, you know, we can get together once a month or something like that and eat. And then every time we get together, everybody puts down a small amount of what they can afford to sort of give money for the next cooking. So because otherwise I can't, you know, I can't afford to just cook dinner for everyone once a month. That's just not in my budget. But if everybody puts whatever they can afford that day, then I'll just cook for the budget that I have, and then we'll eat for that money, and I'll make something that fits with that. That could be pretty nice, I think. I think it could be a nice thing to do together, and just have a little bit more, you know, be together with other people instead of sitting alone. Or, you know, I don't sit alone, I sit with Victoria, but, you know, be with adult people who, like, you know, I'm almost never speak adult. Well, now I'm with you guys, I'm speaking adult. But yeah, it could be pretty neat. So we're going to try to do that, I think. I was actually thinking I'm having to look if I could probably, you know, like do something, you know, I'll do the first one, invite them, and then we'll see how it goes. It could also be neat if I could combine it with my Iron Chef contest, because usually the food I cook for those contest entries are very, you know, it needs to be elevated to, you know, you elevate that product to a new level, and I try to do it a little bit more like refined, fine dining or whatever. You know, I don't. It doesn't have to be pricey to look Michelin or something like that. You don't have to spend a lot of money to make it really beautiful. You know, you just have to have the right ideas and work on it and be creative with what you have. I mean, we've usually the products is something like, you know, 1 week we had potatoes, there was a week with onions, there was, you know, that's a funny thing to try to elevate those to a new level and make them, you know, make them look more elevated and refined. So I'm really enjoying that contest. It's giving me much pleasure. But you know, it could be fun to combine that they come for dinner when I'm cooking for that, because then somebody would be actually tasting my food as well, that I cook for the competition that I'm actually proud of, instead of me just savoring it on my own. So that might be an idea that it should be for one of my contest days, but I have to see how the new year's contest, the next Steam It Iron Chef will play out, and what the timing is of when we get the product named. So, you know, if it fits with it, I could probably, you know, make it on a Friday or Saturday. But also sometimes, you know, I need some time to think out my dish, you know, to plan it. I think I'm going to put it here as well. That would be a nice sequence here. Yeah, that's neat. So I'm hoping that we'll get the new rules of the New Year's round, and that one will go on for the whole year, so it's all the weeks, and that would be very interesting. I know that I won't win this year's because the winner's already really, nobody would be able to reach the winner in points right now. So, but it's not about winning, because I think I cannot really compete with those who do the molecular gastronomy. That's very difficult for me. I mean, I don't have all those tools and remedies that they use for it, and you need a lot of experience also with doing this molecular gastronomy, and they are often very professional chefs, and they usually get the first couple of spots. But I did get a second place in one of the weeks, so I'm not like, I mean, I thought that I would never even get into this top 5 or top 3, but I did get a second place, and I have also achieved a 4th place, and I did get a lot of 5s and 6s and 7s, so it's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, so I'm talking about cooking while I'm coloring, but that's two of my so that's two of my passions, is art and cooking. I do love cooking. I love experimenting and inventing dishes. So I wouldn't be surprised if I made a cooking book. I will at some point, for sure. I will. There will be a cooking book for me at some point. But I think I have to be better at taking the food pictures. I think some of my pictures are pretty good, but you know, they're not consistently so. So I probably have to wait with that. Anyways, that's just sort of a side thing. You know, might not find very interesting, but it's an interest of mine. Now I've sort of shared it with you, and as you get to know me, you know, in the weeks, if I'm gonna be coloring weirdies, I'll probably also be talking a bit about my contest and my experiences. Let's hope I don't lose too many rounds and where I don't get a placement, because then I'll be royally peed off. You know, I would be. It's not good. It's not good at all. I almost gave up the competition too, because I didn't get a placement in one round, but I thought I made the most perfect entry ever. So I was really, really angry. But you know, you have to get over it. and move on. And I did. I was very adult about it. Absolutely adult about it. Don't ask my daughter, because she will tell you that I was definitely not being adult about it. That I was being a baby. It's just the way it is. I have to sort of see where I was here. I like this one. I think it's going to be interesting. And you know, maybe I think this one would be nice to continue with here, because we have that orange there. I think this could be nice here. I know that there's another orange in between, but I think now is the time to put it in there. I probably missed something, because I'm sitting thinking about my nose. I should really blow it out through. At some point I will, when it gets too bad. All day 2 coats. Oh, that sounds neat. Yeah, cooking and artistic. That's so nice. Sounds like you have some really nice kids. A coloring cooking book, yeah. That could be fun. That's nice, Heather. Yeah, I have material. I lost my recipe, my old recipe book that I had made throughout my whole cooking life with all my recipes. I lost that when I moved from Spain to here. So I'm sort of trying to rebuild my recipes, but I want that to be both like basic and elevated. Or maybe I'll, yeah, different styles. I also enjoy, even when I do very elevated food that looks very fancy, and you'll find that it wasn't as complicated as one thinks to do, because I do enjoy that it's simple. You know, it might take a lot of steps, but simple steps. Not so, you know, not a lot of things where you have to have this specific tool and that specific tool, and you have to invest a whole ton of money in getting all the right stuff. I don't want to do that. I like to keep it so that it's accessible to most, and also that it's possible for most to do it without, you know, not making it too difficult. You can get good flavors with the simple ingredients and simple methods, and you can present beautiful meals without it having to be too pricey. So I think, you know, that's a good combination. Elevated food that is both affordable. I mean, I do have some dishes that are more on the pricey side, but you know, that's it's nice to have a combination of different things. So, you know, you have something on that extra special day too, and something for the days where you just have to make something that tastes good, presents itself beautifully, but did not cost the world. It's also nice to be able to make food that just looks beautiful and will wow your friends, and the taste will wow your friends, but it wasn't neither hard nor difficult to do. That's sort of a win-win, I think, to be able to do that. So, oh, that nose. Yeah, less is more. That's so true. So I'm gonna go in here. I like the way this one is shaping up. I think it's gonna be a beautiful one. And I think I missed something here I should have done. I will just do that now, because I think that I should have continued the nose here. So there was a little nosy one, a little bitty nosy one, and I think he's gonna get in there too. So like that. Then I'm happy. Those eyes in there, that I see them as eyes, you know, like I'm gonna keep them white like that because I kind of like that idea. So he will be the green-nosed Squiggly. A Squiggly. I never heard about the Squiggly before, but now I know him. I drew him. Mr. Squiggly. Sometimes, you know, the names are funny when they come to you, like, whoa, you haven't really, maybe you hadn't counted on it, or, yeah. But it's all in the process. I don't know, that will come when I develop and get further in there. It will come, for sure. So I'm not worried. This is taking long, isn't it? 1.5 hours. It's not too bad. I'm trying to not take the biggest and most complicated ones because I know that they will just take really a long time to color like this. So, and I don't know if anybody's got the patience to look at it for that long. But you know, you can always jump in and jump out, and it's more about, you know, keeping each other a little bit company as well. And I mean, I'm not going into a lot of tips and tricks, and yeah, I'm trying out some colors that are pretty nice. And you might get inspired for your own colors, or what do I know? Yeah, could be. Or we're just having a nice time chatting a bit, talking, passing the time a little bit. With good company, it's always nice. So I'm gonna do this one here, and so this one here. I'm gonna do that here. So, that's so annoying with that nose. Let's maybe tie it over here. Yeah. I keep getting messages. But at least my phone didn't ring today. Not yet. So that's good. It can be hard to focus if it starts ringing. I should actually maybe just put it, you know, put off the sound when I sit down to do the video. But the thing is, when I got computer and everything on, then it will just start ringing there too, so it probably won't even really help to put off the sound. So we're going into our pinkies again. This is gonna be interesting, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Then we have a last one here. We have this one here. Now it'll start developing down. That would be really neat. Yeah, that is neat. It's nice because it gives a good, good contrast and a good thing next to the other one. I think it's. I forgot that one. I'll have to just go back and do that one now. Or maybe I should make this one where the mistake is. Yeah. You know what I talked about before, making a mistake on purpose, and then you can ask people to find the mistake. I just did it. I did it. I made a purposeful mistake. And now I'm gonna tease people about it and ask them to find it. We'll see. But you guys will not be eligible to guess because you already know that I put a purposeful mistake in there. And you know what it is. But it could be fun. This is a very minor mistake. So if somebody's going to find it, that could take time, I think, you know, to figure out where it is. That'll be fun. We'll see. But if you see me post it asking for look for this mistake, then don't let people know where the mistake is, because then it's no more fun. But I'll have to have a really good photo in order to see it, I think. I don't even know if I can see it on the screen right now. But yeah, the mistake is that here it goes to green to light green in that little spot there. But over here on the other side, it is pink instead of that light green inside that little spot. So it's a tiny little mistake. So Mr. Squiggly is developing nicely. And then I'll have this one here. That is going to be named, I think. And actually this one will also be like that because it goes right next to that one, so it fits very well. The nice thing about this brush is that even though it's quite big, it's easy to get in on those fine little spaces because the tip is quite good. It's quite manageable. And one of the nice things, because this is alcohol markers, but these alcohol markers don't seem to bleed as much, you know, on the paper, you know, over the lines and stuff. Like, for instance, some of them, they bleed like a lot. So you have to stay away from the lines and let them bleed into the lines. Of course, on the behind, you can see them. They bleed through the paper. But, you know, when they sort of bleed out, and they don't do that a lot, and not heavily, at least. So that's pretty neat to work with, I think. And here we go over here. So yeah. As you see, this one is very fine, but it's easy for me to get it. And of course, yeah, mine are printed in A3, so it's bigger than yours. Because I always like to put it out. Also because it's easier for you to see, because imagine if it was half the size I was sitting coloring, then, and also I have a certain distance. I can get too close with my head to the page because I'm sitting doing this. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom and really blow my nose now. Sorry about that, but it can't wait. It can't be waited for. Sorry, we'll be back in a second. Sorry, I'm back. I brought the kitchen towel back with me, but I will not blow my nose on audio here. I don't know if you could hear me. Probably you could anyways. It's not that far to the kitchen, so yeah. Next color up is another pinky. But then it's looking good. It's shaping up. So that's the last pinky here. We're gonna have red here. Looks great. And I think that will go in there, I think. That's neat. So usually, yeah, I make up a little bit of my own little system, a little order of what I color with. And then I sort of let it develop. And I think this is developing quite nicely. Need to do this one too here. And actually maybe no, that's fine like that, I think. That's fine. Then we're going into this light turquoise. No, this is just a turquoise blue. Let's remember was that one. No? Well, you know, the mistake. I didn't make the mistake. I made it on purpose. It wasn't really a mistake. I did it on purpose on this one. Just, you know, for fun. I thought it would be funny to do it. Now I'm like, I think I'm gonna do like this, even though that's also there. I'm gonna continue this blue here, just to get that light color in there, to put emphasis on that one. So yeah, kind of like that. Because now there's not so many spots left. There's not a lot of spots left. So that's pretty. And we're moving on to the mint green. And it will be going in here in that spot. Here. And it will be going here. And it will be going here. Here. And here. You can see we're getting very close to the end of Mr. Squiggly. Mr. Squiggly. He was actually faster. He was not, I mean, it took a lot of time with this part. But those, they were a little bit complicated with having the intricacy of them going into each other. But I really like the effect of that. I like working with that. I think it gives a great effect. So in there, in here, and in here. I just have to finish those around there with the different colors, and we're back on the purple. So this is the third time that I'm hitting the purple in going through this. I started out with this color, and now it's the third time I'm using it. And the next little bit lighter purple. I do think that they have a tendency that the colors on the tips that are supposed to show the color are lighter than the actual color is. But when they dry up, they do become closer. But you can see, if you look at it here, this is supposed to be that one. It's not that. I mean, it is a little bit lighter still. It's a little bit lighter on that tip. But I guess that's really, really difficult to hit the absolutely correct color. I'll put it up close so you can see it closer. If you see here, then you got the green, light green there, and instead you have a pink over there. So it's these two where I made the on-purpose mistake. So that I can, maybe I will go and ask people to find the mistake, make it really high, you know, a fun picture, and then people can see if they can find the mistake. Maybe make it a competition. No, because I don't know who watched, who didn't say anything, because somebody might have watched the video and didn't say anything and they already know. So if I make it that somebody can win. Some people would have an unfair advantage. So here we go. And now there's only one little spot left. And that's perfect because that's the yellow-green. So yeah, Mr. Squiggly, he's done. He's done in 1 hour and 45 minutes. And 50, no, 1 hour 46 in now. Hour 46. He looks pretty neat. He's a nice one. Mr. Squiggly. If you don't have him, go download him. Now that the video, I will close it soon. Then, you know, I will correct that link, that fatal link in the post description. And then I'll just hope you guys had a good time. I had a great evening. And it was fun to color with you. And I'll see if I can find another one that we can color together. And I'll post it if I find one, and I'll, you know, post it around a little bit. And of course, you're always welcome to post these or share these videos, because the more people will see it, the more people get in. And we would like to get some more people in before the Color a Weirdy starts. Color a Weirdy a Day starts. And this is fun. This was a fun one. So yeah, let's get in on the weirdy fun. And I'm saying thank you, and I'm signing off at 1 a.m. my time. So bye-bye.